summoning jutsu.
I'm impressed you were able to pass through my barrier and find this place.
Though you won't survive to remember for next time.
Thank you for the tip. I wasn't worried. This reanimation jutsu will not come undone even if you kill me. If you do, you'll never be able to stop the jutsu.
Orochimaru! But
Close, but not quite.
I know that voice. What do you mean? What are you two doing meeting here?
It's rather complicated. But please, let me try to explain. I already told you once. And besides, even if you do make a move, I doubt Sasuke will just quietly stand back and watch. And while you were asleep, recovering from having your brother's eyes transplanted into you, something rather momentous has happened in our world. All of which are fighting together under the name the Allied Shinobi Forces.
There's no way the two of you can fight against all the 5 great nations.
And I created Ku and Ginkaku, second Tsuchikage, the third Raikage, the second Mizukage, the fourth Kazekage. Well, not too shabby, huh? Although, to be honest, Madara Uchiha planned everything.
Project Tsukinome.
A plan to cast a powerful genjutsu over the entire world using the Ten Tails. And just about now, Madara is causing a ruckus on the battlefield in order to get them. So that's it. That's the tale of the war.
There's one thing I don't get. What's a reanimated shinobi like you doing here?
You're absolutely right. I must hand it to you, Itachi Uchiha. Imagine.
I simply can't stand taking orders from others.
Yes, well, I agree with you on that. You really haven't changed a bit since the days when you were the popular one at the academy.
To destroy you, Kabuto.
Well, you heard him. I was hoping for a little more gratitude.
The reanimation jutsu can't control what's in the heart. Can you understand the pain of the dead who are forced to fight?
That someone who slaughtered the entire Uchiha clan in cold blood has such a tender heart. You want to defeat Itachi, the bane of the Uchiha, once again? Shall we team up and take down Itachi together, Sasuke? We share the same snake power. So then, whose side are you on?
I hear you, Sasuke, and we will talk later. First, we need to take this one down, and we'll make him tell us how to stop this jutsu. While he's under the Tsukuyomi, I'll control him.
Thanks for the play-by-play. Hopefully it'll go that smoothly. But still, as I explained to you earlier...
Itachi, you always kept lying to me.
They say you take your personality to the grave. I've already died once.
How exciting. Don't stare at me. Bookish types like me aren't used to being stared at.
Well, some snakes are able to perceive body heat, and they can smell the air by using their tongues.
However, being a snake expert will not help you take me down. I chose this battlefield. Susano, huh?
It seems that he's acquired Orochimaru's power. He won't go down as easy as that! What's that? You've shed your skin to get away?
And of course, I'm nothing compared to Lord Orochimaru.
That's for sure.
There's no telling which of them's the real thing.
I've researched and applied the Hozuki clan's flesh-transforming ability to this technique. Plus, I have the amazing ability to recuperate quickly.
Kain's actually from the Uzumaki clan?
A special trait of those with Uzumaki blood is their red hair. Or perhaps you are no longer comrades. At any rate, You have a discerning eye to have chosen those three. That thing is just a temporary boost. This power is something I actually mastered myself. A place as legendary as Mount Miyaboku and the Shikotsu Woods. I was finally able to surpass Lord Orochimaru. I did it!
He dodged it.
So he does have it.
Just listen, I'll explain. The members of Jugo's clan have always had special bodies, and wild. Lord Orochimaru wasn't interested in Jugo's rampages. Lord Orochimaru immediately tried to acquire that power. Lord Orochimaru was not able to become the perfect sage.
You're just a disgusting snake.
You ought to know better, snake expert. And I'm now a dragon! Age art! White extreme attack!
My ears! My bones! They feel like they're being pulverized!
This jutsu uses light and sound to knock out vision and hearing.
With my snake eyes, I can shut my sight off and block the light by turning my body to liquid.
I can't hold this at all!
I need to go after Itachi. I'll rewrite the paper seal in his head and make him my pawn again. Itachi, somehow you always seem to find me, don't you? I'm impressed you were able to pass through my barrier and find this place.
Back when you were still controlling me.
So now that I'm not doing that any longer, you can't sense my chakra, can you?
Only Nagato was able to do that, and he relayed the information to me. I have no such ability. I merely protect that which I think you'll most want to attack. If a man as cautious and opportunistic as you wants Sasuke,
What sets you apart the most from the rest of your Uchiha clan brethren? That is why you are so good at deceiving people. You died a genius.
He's on the ceiling.
And because your brother lied so much, you really know nothing about him.
do you remember the time that you tagged along with me on my mission? The wild boar?
Oh yeah, that. I remember.
A wild boar.
Word is you're going on a boar hunt, big brother. I heard that it's incredibly huge, as big as a monster. And you're doing it by yourself, isn't that right? But you should know, we've been hunting together a bunch of times before.
Sorry, Sasuke. Some other time.
No! Yeah, well, I've been training.
Climb up here.
Yeah.
Avoid vital spots.
Right now!
That's why he told you not to be so impatient. Oh yeah, that's right, these things are new.
Big brother!
It seems you need to do more training. Let's go home, Sasuke. It looks like now you might be able to kill that boar.
It It's so ironic. What happened to those brothers who fought so fiercely and hated each other? All in all, it isn't very hard to guess.
I want the truth.
Do you really not trust Itachi after all? Well, it's no wonder that you didn't return to the Hidden Leaf Village after defeating Itachi. Now that I have all the pieces, it makes so much sense to me. So you ran into your brother and followed him all the way down here to find out the truth once and for all. But like I already told you, your brother is a liar. Trust me. Isn't that in direct opposition to what you're trying to do now? However, join me now and stab your treacherous brother Itachi in the back in the process.
To become known as a criminal who murdered his own clan, to bear the burden of disgrace and become a rogue ninja, except for one single mistake. He could not bring himself.
We've received intel that Itachi Uchiha of the Akatsuki has died.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, it serves him right after all the atrocious stuff he did. Not only did he join the Akatsuki, but he also attacked the Leaf first.
Since Itachi's little brother took down such a special S-class criminal.
They don't know the truth. Plus, there are too many people here. The Leaf's elders will deny it vehemently. The current Hokage doesn't even know the facts. No one would believe the truth. Look how long it took you.
For bastards like them. No, we're not the same.
I can sympathize with Itachi. I understand his choice. Because honestly, I'm just like him. Medical ninjutsu was drilled into me just so enemies would come to trust me. No friends or comrades who knew who I really was. I continued to work on suppressing myself, my mission. Both Itachi and I worked for the good of the Hidden Leaf, but in return, how Itachi lived is what led to the creation of the current you. And I'll stick by your side through thick and thin. Come, join me.
No matter what darkness or contradictions lie within the village, I'm still Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf. But I sincerely hope that you'll hear me out, because I have to tell you something.
I cast the reanimation jutsu. You cannot kill me. Because I cast it, the reanimation jutsu is invincible.
All right, so what now?
It seems he doesn't know the true power of the Uchiha.
Back when I had to fight him.
Well then, you're lucky to be alive.
Never mind that.
An ultimate visual jutsu that holds his fate within its grasp. If the Izanagi changes one's fate,
A jutsu that decides one's fate. There's another jutsu like Izanagi.
Sage art! Inorganic animation! A bit extreme, don't you think? Protecting Sasuke with your Susanoo slowed you down. Time to rewrite that brain of yours with this. You know what will happen, right? It's so hot, the limestone cave has gone back to being just a cave. All the laws and principles of nature, which Lord Orochimaru compiled and studied for so long, compared to me, the Uchiha are nothing.
Just shut up! You don't know the Uchiha! You see?
Look, I'm not on the sidelines anymore.
I hate you. However, I also understand you. We both lived as spies, as liars, presenting a false front to the world. It is to become aware of what one is and isn't capable of.
That sounds like the philosophy of a loser.
And also, you should never ignore things one could still accomplish. I failed at that. I lied to everyone around me. I lied to myself.
What do you two imagine you know about me anyway?
As of today, You shall be reborn as Kabuto Yakushi. Come and be by my side.
Yes, of course. Understood, Lord Sasori.
You're almost like one of my puppets.
If you're not satisfied with what you've had, it's still... And that is why I've kept on adding to myself. You're of the famed Uchiha bloodline. You possess Sharingan that have awakened the Mangekyo. You possessed many things that made you who you are. There is no finer foil to my reanimation jutsu. Even though I may have mocked the Uchiha name in front of you, I have to admit that I'm actually still quite envious of it. From the very beginning, I was nobody.
Where are your parents? Don't worry, just relax. I can help. I'm able to do a little medical ninjutsu.
Until I was given a name and a place to call home. You think that claiming a name is meaningless?
Is the Izanami still not ready? He's about to attack!
Sakon, Demon Twin Jutsu. Kidomaru, Spiral Web!
These strands can't be cut with a blade.
Bracket Dance!
He's laid down the spider silk all the way to the back. Inferno style, flame control!
Demon Flute, Chains of Fantasia! All that's left is... to absorb you using Lord Orochimaru! Well, Sasuke, how about it? Do you remember this? I was finally able to take Lord Orochimaru into my own body. I said that all the laws and principles of nature, which Lord Orochimaru researched and compiled for so long, now, as you see, I possess him inside of me, too. I really can't thank you enough, Sasuke. You do realize a majority of people start out by mimicking another person they admire, don't you?
No, Sasuke. It's time to go.
What happened to the new Shuriken jutsu you promised to teach me, huh?
Sorry, Sasuke. Maybe some other time.
Okay, just watch this.
Keep excelling like this, and you'll be just like your brother in no time.
Such behavior is just a process to help one mature. Even something admirable and praiseworthy, then you gain nothing.
The way I am now? How could I fail?
Sasuke, look into my eyes. I shall now engage the Izanami, which means that you have already failed.
I won't let anyone interfere.
Your fate is already entirely in my hand, all thanks to the Uchiha's other forbidden jutsu. The Izanami.
So let's put an end to this fight already.
Your fate may be in my hands now.
Sorry, but I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, that's enough of your word games. That is a simple fact!
Is the most powerful of all.
Should be quiet! What did you do to me?
Impossible! It's the Izanami.
Oh!
Itachi Uchiha!
If this is a genjutsu... And since Itachi cast it, it won't be easy to release. But there are many ways to undo a genjutsu.
Inorganic animation!
There, this whole area is under my control. Better retreat for now.
Damn it! Don't mess with me! He'll remain stuck inside this samsara.
So this is the other Uchiha Forbidden Jutsu, the companion to Izanagi.
This is the Izanami.
Right now, Kabuto's caught in the loop you've created? And that's the Izanami? Way back then, huh? How can a visual jutsu work without eyesight?
Izanami is a visual jutsu. You use your visual prowess to take a record, like a picture, of the sensations you and your opponent are feeling in that instant. Then you recreate those exact feelings. So you're using your powers to create a perfect copy of Exhibit A, to create fluctuations within a fixed time. Thus, you can create an infinite loop.
So Kabuto's consciousness is trapped inside the loop that you created.
You see, the Izanami was developed to admonish and salvage an Izanagi user. If something doesn't go the way you want, you can just erase that outcome and start over. What I'm about to tell you is the story of the Uchiha's Izanagi and how the Izanami came to be.
And the story of its creation.